Hi, how you doing? Sam Tober, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we're back again with another live viewer request. We've kind of changed things around and how you actually viewing me, moved the cameras around a bit. Thought I'd do another live when a hymn. Oh, let me just. I always have to verify that I'm being heard, so I've got my iPad speakers up too loud. So when I'm ever asked to do a hymn, I'm always excited. Welcome, Joshua. I'm always excited that I can show how hymns and how relative hymn music still should be in today's church. I understand we're in the praise and worship mode, but that doesn't mean you throw out as I said, you throw out the baby with the bath water. Hymns, especially this particular hymn, is still relevant with today's chords. So we're going to cover that, not only just the melody, but two styles, the traditional, which is out of the hymn book, and we're going to gospelize it just a bit, just a bit. Now, I'm a big proponent on every musician having a copy. I got to worry about this lighting here. There we go. Of the African American Heritage Hymnal. This is where I am taking the traditional part of this music from. For those that do have this, it's on number 481. Sometimes we say page 481, but that's the number that it is designated as. Onward Christian Soldiers in the key of B flat, because it contains three flats. These are some of the things we're going to be learning going forward. The key designations for those that do have access to a hymnal, it may not be the African American Heritage Hymnal, it may be the hymnal of your church, but at least to be able to recognize uh, the key signatures that will let you know what key the traditional song is in. People will sing it differently, of course, if they are not led by the musician. So let's change our scene. I'm trying to cut down on a lot of my talking. You're going to find out this will probably be the shortest live viewer request. Let's change over. Let me just adjust my volume now that I know it is working. So you're getting another view of me. I've changed the camera view. I find myself stretching my neck looking in the other direction. So now I can look forward if though you are in front of me. And I have a monitor to make sure that I'm lined up correctly. So the key of E flat, congregational friendly. I've often spoke of that in some of my videos. What are the congregational friendly keys? They are D flat through F sharp, G flat, depending upon, of course, the highest note in the song. So, sight reading number one, I'm going to have to invest in some software which allow me to flash notes across these pages. Key of E flat. Tell you what, I'm always rushing a bit. Let's slow this down a bit. Key of E flat, just from a scale standpoint. Let me change my tone. I love a life metal tone. There we go. Both hands. And I've always said these scales are for two reasons: train your hands and train your ears. We both do them both octaves. All right. Let's give you the Nashville chord system also. It's always good to understand where the music theory overrides or undergirds all melodies. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I like to say 8 or octave 8 or 1. Back down. Major, 7th, minor, major, major, minor, minor, and major. Now I call out those chord designated tone names so that you can hear the difference between a major chord tone and a minor chord tone. That's very important when you're placing chords within a melody. So, sight reading, back to our book, we see we start off in the B flat, which is the fifth tone. There we go. And seeing where the octave is placed. One, two, three, four. That's high. Here's an occidental A major. Continue. Two, three, four. To the next page. Marching. They sing it differently. Bum, bum. All right. So now we've got the framework. We have the framework for this song. As I often say, the melody will help guide you through the chords. So let's add some block chords with the melody. No melody, just chords. That's the 1, the 5, back to the 1, still in a 1, back to the 5, to the 2 major, put that 7th in there because it sounds pretty, back to the 5, still in the 5, back to the 1 with a flat 7th, to the 4. Now this is where they go with the 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 2. I hate the number system. 1, 5. Back to the 1. To the 5 with a flat 7th. To the 1. To the 1 with a 1 with a 7th. 2, 5, 1. So for those who are still reliant on the number system, those you can always roll it back. Those called out numbers will guide anyone singing that song through those changes. But now, if we were looking at it from a chord, how can I put it? Chords that follow the frame reference of the melody. Now that's the chords that is actually following the guiding path of the melody. Still appropriate for playing this song. But now when you want to begin to build upon that, you have to look at progressions. Onward, Christian soldiers marching as toward progressions. Changing that, diminishing it. Progression. Chords. Progression. So now adding additional chords, adding passing tones, adding progressions is now bringing a different. I got my guys here cutting grass. It's now adding a different tone to it. And if you have noticed, I did not use the sustain pedal. That is another concern of one of our viewers. To don't hold the sustain pedal so much. We're going to have to do a series on using sustain pedals to broaden the sound. So I'm gonna try and get through this without the sustain pedal. So now we've got our framework, scale we're in, the melody notes, the what I call bass chords using the number system, and we've just added a new what we call passing tones or walking chords to help support more music around the melody. So traditionally, that's how you would want it to sound, almost like a march. Like a march. Lost my notes. Traditional. That will suffice. I believe there are 4 verses, which is great because now you can intermix all these different styles within the 4 verses that they actually give you. Generally, what I would do is I would make it swing a little bit. That's when we get into the actual gospel style. Let's see, I want to pull up a pattern because the swing style requires you to have a swing mentality. The Pentecostal church loves to speed up hymns because it induces clapping. Now, if you're holding sheet music or songbook, clapping makes it impossible. So you need a drummer. So let's pull up one of my sound patches that I use to simulate a drummer, and let's put a little swing to this. Okay, here's the patch I use. Give me a chance to set the tempo. It's too fast. Nice swing. Again, your church might not do this, but A lot of Pentecostal churches do. Here we go. So now when you introduce a faster tempo, you have to let go of your chords a lot quicker, and some chords you're going to have to hold on to because this type of tempo is freewheeling. In other words, you have to think about what chord you're going to play before you get to it. One more time. Diminish the seventh. Seven, minor, seven, diminish. So it becomes the musician's part or point to be able to articulate a song that is not in the traditional tempo, how he's going to approach it. Now that may be a little fast or maybe a little slow for some churches, but the musician has to have the ability to adjust to his audience, to his congregation, to whomever might be leading the song. Most times you will have a middle-aged person leading this type of a song, which means they can go any direction. If you wanted to go a CCM, Christian contemporary music style, the number system, that would be the 1, 4, 6 to the 5 to the 1, where the 1, trying to get the 1. There we go. 3 to the 6, 5, the 2 to the 5, just the basic chords. Stay in the 5 to the 1. Get the chord. There it is. It's a different sound. To the 3, the 4, to the 3, 2. Yeah, try to keep it basic chords. 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. We'll give you the 4 plus sharp. Or to the 6. There we go, to the 5. 1, 5, to the 1, to the 3, the 4, 5. This time I will hold on to the pedal this time to show you that chords can be assigned to even hymns. The Nashville number system chords, the Christian contemporary sounding chords can be assigned. All right, this is going to bring us to the close for this lesson. I don't see where we have very many viewers, just 2 watching that I could see. Joshua, thank you for coming on and being a part of this live breakdown. And as always, Sound of Joy Music Services, we are here to support the church musician and musicians everywhere. If you want to learn this gospel style, piano gospel style, then continue to subscribe to this channel. Of course, give us that thumbs up like and leave your comment. See you on the next viewer request.